next level slayer.
This is your girl, Crystal Lauren, the Next Level Slayer, and this is my channel where I bring you strategies, opportunities, and ideas to take your business, your money, and your mindset to the next level. If you're ready to go to the next level, this is an episode you don't want to miss. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Next Level Slayer. I am your host, Crystal Lauren, and in this episode, I am doing part 2 of the designing of this bracelet here. If you haven't seen part 1, it will be right there in the upper right hand corner. You'll be able to see it where you can check it out, and it'll be also available at the end of this video. So make sure you check out part 1 if you haven't seen it, on how I made this bracelet up to this point, and I'm going to finish it off, so you'll get to see me do that. Now before I start with that, I wanted to share, this is a bracelet that I had started designing, and I put it to the side and I finished it off. So this is what this looks like. It'll close up like this. So this is how it goes, like this. Try to do it with my right hand. Hold on. Oh yeah, see, it closes up like this. And my wrist is a 6.5, so this will fit a 6.5, 7 wrist, looks like. And I designed this piece using aluminum wire, and this is 16 gauge aluminum wire wrapped around here, and then this is like memory wire underneath. Okay, so yeah, this is a design that I did. I'll do a video on how I make another bracelet like this design, but with other beads. So this will be one of my signature designs that Beaded design will be known for. So it's making a 2-part. Now I thought about putting something in here to where it sits in the middle, but I am going to leave it as is, maybe on the next bracelet. But I think adding this 16 gauge aluminum wire on the end just brings it out. So I wanted to share that with you guys really quick. Now this bracelet here, I am going to finish it off, and how I want this bracelet to lay on my arm is to be like a wraparound. So you see how that wraps around like this? So this is how I want this bracelet to wrap around, and then it connects on the ends. So I'm gonna add some more beads to this, and then top it off with some clamps, lobster clamps, and a jump ring, and finish it off. So if you want to see me finish up this design, like I said, part 1, you'll see in the part 1 video. And then I need to just fix up some of these other areas here. Like for instance, get one of my, so like this area here, I want it, not this piece here. Let me use this. Okay, so like some of this I need to clean up, and I'm considering wrapping some more wire around it to give it some more something something. Uh-oh. So see how this piece came off here? So I need to actually fix this as well because it is supposed to connect here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to stay in camera. Okay, so this kind of broke off some. So what I need to do with this is redo this piece right here. I'm just gonna redo it. So I'm gonna just take it apart, because if I take this off, it's going to leave off so much of what I want to do. So this could be finished off like this, but that's too short. So I have to add these pieces back onto it. So let me go ahead and get that done. Let's see here. Now, these pieces are going to connect with one another. So I'm just going to start this one all over. I'm just going to cut it and start all over. And you guys will get to see what I actually did, part of what I did in the first video on how I, connected this necklace. You can see the full thing, but by me taking this apart, I'm going to restart it over. And yeah, I need to restart this over. So let me cut that off. All right, so I'm going to take this out of here. There we go. And let's put this to the side for now, because I'm going to end up doing something with these areas. So let me go ahead and reconnect all of this. Now this piece doesn't need reconnecting. Okay, it has its hooks, but I am going to redo this one. So how I made this, let's take that loose. All right, let's put that to the side. This is trash. Okay, so what I did was use some of this. This is like a 24 gauge wire. That's what I used. And I used my one-step looper. So I'm gonna just take some of this. I'm gonna make it like that length. Okay. I'm gonna cut it, because I just want to make sure I have enough to do everything I need to do. So what I want to do is show where I'm going to continue from. So with this bracelet, this is where we are. So I am going to continue it from this side to this side, or should I do from this side? Yeah, I'm going to do this side to that side. Okay, so then I am going to take this piece right here, and I am going to use this piece on the end here, and then I'm going to put a loop on the end, because I want it to loop and connect to this. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use this one-step looper, and how you use this is you simply put the wire through the hole in the side of here and flush it up against this thing, this piece here. That's where the loop is going to be made. And then you loop it. Okay, so the loop is done on that end. So what I do next is, let me straighten this out a bit. So I am going to use these nylon pliers, which you want to know where to get this. I have a link, get it on Amazon, and I do have a link in the description of the video. So next I'm just going to just start threading this with beads. Okay. Just want to make sure I do this how I want to do it. So I'm going to thread it with this, and then put this piece on. If you struggle getting your beads on, you can use the pliers that kind of help you get through it. And then I'm going to put this piece on, and then on the end, I'm going to leave this one out. On the end of this, I'm going to put this piece, and that kind of be it. Okay. Alright, so then what I do is put a loop on this end so it can connect to the next piece. So we're going to use the one-step looper again. Alrighty, let's go ahead and turn that the right way. Alright, so I'm going to just fit that through there. It actually doesn't need to be this long, so I'm going to cut some of this down. It does not need to be that long because I just want it to be long enough to fit. It just needs to be long enough to fit to thread through here on the other end. Okay. And then just flush it to the end so it can make the loop on the end like that. And that piece falls right on off. And then you have this to connect. So I am going to connect. Now, in order for me to connect this piece to this piece, and I have this, I have to make another loop, okay? And I know I need to like unravel, like fix this up so I can turn it into a loop, right? So I'm going to kind of clean up what I have here. I don't want to cut it because it'll be too short then, probably. So just want to unravel it a little bit that I have here. Probably need my small ones. There's some cutters, but this will help me like kind of. Okay, so now I want to loop this a little bit more. Like here I got it all kind of small little hoop there, but I can smash that together and then loop it. So I want to make a little loop here. That way I can hook the next piece on. And the next piece on was going to be from this side, right? So as you see here, this loop is very small, right? So it's not gonna fit, right? So I am gonna have to do some cutting. I'm gonna cut it like so, just good enough for this to, and then kind of straighten it out a little bit. Okay, and I want it to go through here on this side, through here. Okay, and I'm still struggling because I need to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to cut it some more. Okay, just a little bit more. Just enough for me to be able to loop this. So now I have it on there, and then I'm going to loop it. Now this is not going to be sturdy enough, so this is where I'm going to be. I just want to get it connected, and then I'm going to be wrapping it with some more aluminum wire, but I just wanted to get it connected. And then this piece here is going to connect here. Or should I do it on this side? Hold on a minute. I think I'm doing it on, because this is going to go that way. This is going to be that way. Yes, I'm going to connect it on this side. So I need to open up this hoop here that I made so nicely. Actually, I'm going to open up this one. You got to make sure you choose the right hoops to open up. So once you get that one-step looper done, that kind of seals it really good. So I'm going to loop that close. All right, and as I said, I am going to be wrapping these connecting pieces. Now these two I am leaving undone because I am going to loop something on the end of that. But before I do that, I need to start wrapping around these connecting areas like that right there. That's definitely must. That's a new connecting, so I need to definitely do some wrapping there. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, so stay tuned. did was wrap wire, 16 gauge wire around all of these connecting areas. This one is a little bit more space in between, and I am going to leave it as is because I wanted to have that extra space look in this bracelet. So the goal that what I'm attempting to do, guys, is make this wrap around 3 times around my wrist. So like right now, this is like a 2 wrap. And what I need to do is I'm gonna add another connecting pieces, add more connecting pieces to where it connects from this end to the other end. And that's if I want to do it 2-piece, but I'm actually doing a 3-piece, so the other connecting piece is going to be actually long enough for this to look like a 3-piece in one. Okay, so stay tuned as I'm going to be using these beads here to make that connecting piece. So stay tuned. all this here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I put on off camera, I put these a jump ring and a lobster clamps on the end of this piece here. And what I want to do is clamps these onto these two ends of this piece. All right, and the reason I am doing this against this instead of connecting it like I did the others and wrapping it is because I think it'll secure it a little bit more. Okay, now, all right, so now this is what a two-way bracelet would look like, but that's like way too big. So I made this to where it's long enough to wear it a wrap around 3 times. So you'll see that you'll be able to do this. All right, you see that? So that's wrapped around 3 times. And then I have this here in the middle, and then this here in the middle, and then you have this clamps, as you can put it in the back, wrap it around. The thing of the beauty of this is that the clamps kind of don't make it look like it's, oh, this is what's closing it in. It kind of makes it look like, because I have it connected with the wiring, it kind of makes it look like it's a part of the design. And I'm okay with that. So the thing with this piece, you can kind of move things around for it to look how you want it to look. Okay? It's just all about how you put it on. So it's what I will call a versatile bracelet. A versatile bracelet. So, but the main design, I would say, is this piece here being in the middle. And the reason I put these on the end of this is to give it, like I said, that extra look next to the clamps. All right, and then that can be on the bottom, and that's it. My wrist is a 6.5, so it's fitting perfectly with it. Off camera, I did have to, I did put the clamps on off camera because I needed to make sure it fit, and I didn't want to make this video extra long trying to figure that out. But yeah, so I can unhook this and you can just play around with it the way you want it. I'll just, you know what, let me switch hands. I keep forgetting I am left-handed and I'm trying to do things with my right hand. So what I'm going to do here is, I really rather have it connected already and not have to clamp it together, but so just to show you guys how versatile you can be with this. You can do it like this and then hook it in there. Okay, you can be very versatile with this piece. See, now it has a different look. Now it has a different look. And I'm okay with the crisscross in here. That's what wrap bracelets do. They wrap around, but it's with metal and not with stretchy cord. So, and like I said, there's so much versatility that you can use with this bracelet. And it fits great. Not tight. Okay, so this will definitely be my bracelet. I will be doing another one. What I learned in doing this, working this design, is that I'm going to, when I make more to put on the market, it will be, I used this 24 gauge and I would have had an easier time if I would have used a stronger wire. And this is the wire that I use to thread the beads with, because they wouldn't fit my 16 gauge wire here. Okay, so I use this 16 gauge wire to add this embellishment and make the connection stronger. So next time I will probably, when I make another one of these, I'll use probably 18 gauge wire to thread this, and then I'll still do this design with the 16 gauge wire, and yeah, and it'll be with different beads. So if this is something you want to see done again with another set of beads, let me know in the comments. Also, if this is a design you liked and you want to try it yourself, go right ahead. I'm interested in seeing what you guys have. I'm going to be opening up a community where you can share your ideas as well, but that'll be, I'll keep you posted on when I do that. But that is it. That is all for this episode. This piece is done now. Now I'm used to wearing bracelets on my left arm, so I'll definitely be keeping this clamps and do the wrap part, you know, wrapping it around is probably what I'll do, because trying to clamps it, put the clamps on by myself is it's gonna be a struggle. So let me show you again, guys. This is going to clamps on here in this hook, in this loop here. In here, and then I can just put this through here. Now, depending on where you put the bracelet, let's just say I put it on here, where this is, where's the piece I wanted? This here in the middle, and then I can do my wraparound like that, and then I can do another wraparound like that. All right, so it's all about how you want to wear this bracelet and where you want your designs to be. So that is it, guys. That is what I call this bracelet. It's a versatile wrap bracelet. I don't know. I gotta give it a name. So if you have any name ideas, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. And if you like this content, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. And until next time, I see you on the next level. Will you be there? I hope so. Bye-bye.